Do you like my shirt? Do you like how well it matches the Mystic Box cover of Corrupt by Penelope Douglas? Well, you too can have this shirt. That Tall Book Girl, she launched her own Etsy shop full of amazing bookish apparel. So it's called Lyric and Blue Co. I will link to like her Etsy shop down below. She made me this amazing shirt and it's available. Like the design is up there, and I also got some other bookish merch that I have coming from her, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so freaking cute. I love like bookish inspired merch that doesn't like actively look like bookish inspired things, you know, where like this, anyone could look at this and it just kind of looks like a graphic tee, you know, but if you know, you know. So today we have my May TBR. How is it actually May? I don't know, but it is. So I have sucked on my April TBR. So honestly, the fact that I'm even making a TBR for May is kind of a joke, but I actually think quite a few of these I'm going to end up reading. So I'm feeling more optimistic for May than I did in April. So anyways, okay, without further ado, let's jump in. So I don't know if this will have been announced yet. Both my book club picks, typically they're like either announced within like a couple days of this TBR video going up. If you get the exclusive, then you get the exclusive here. So for Smut Club that I co-host with Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, for May, we are going to be reading Undelete. I never know how to say this word. I know it pops up in so many books. I think maybe that's how you say it. I don't know. But this is the second book in the Alchemy series by Elodie Hart. So we read Unfurl. We're doing me, Cheyenne, Nikki from Nikki and Bookland, and Sam from Sam Reads a Little are doing a Battle of the Trope read along over on, we posted the details over on Instagram. We'll be doing a live show on May 12th, kind of talking about the 4 picks. We each picked an age gap romance, one for each week, and we're gonna see like who picked the best one. And Unfurl was Cheyenne's pick, and we both fell in love with that book. Like that was a 5-star book for me. I think it might, as of right now, it's my only 5-star book that I have in April, and book 2 literally just came out and we're like, that's perfect for Smut Club, so let's go ahead and do book 2. So this one, you don't have to read book 1 in order to read book 2. However, you do see the characters in book 1. So the hero in this one, he is a single dad, and he is like the finance guy for a spicy club. And the heroine in this one, she is the best friend of the heroine from the first one, and she was raised in religion, and she has since kind of shunned all of that, and she just really wants to like own and explore her sexuality. And when she found alchemy with her friend in the first book, she's like, what is this place? I want it. But then she also saw our hero. Our hero, even though he works at this spicy club, he is pretty reserved because he is a widow and he's a single father, I think of like 2 or 3 kids, and he just like doesn't really, you know, like explore a lot in the club. But then when he spots Maddie, he kind of like wants to bring some of that out in him, and it's an age gap as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. I was like so blown away by the first book, and I'm excited to talk about it in my wrap up and on that live show. That is Smut Club's pick. I don't know when our live is. We haven't decided yet, but obviously all of the details for Smut Club and Out of Bounds for both my book clubs, they always live over on my Instagram. I make a post every single month with our pick and live show information. So sorry. You are probably going to hear the cats running around. They're very wild. So I got a comment a couple videos ago about my closet having to be a little bit open like that. I know it looks kind of creepy. Here's the thing. If I close that, the cat, like one of the cats will end up going to that while I'm filming and crying because they can't get in. So I never can close my closet door. So sorry. Then for Out of Bounds Book Club that I co-host with Nikki from Nikki and Bookland, our pick for next month is Her Master's Teacher by Lily White. Very, very excited for this one as well. So Lily White, I read Sin and Discipline from, absolutely loved it. And when Nikki and I were looking for a new book, I was like, you know what, let me look up Lily White's backlist because she has a new release and I'm like, maybe we could read that one, but it's a part of a series. So I was like, let me just look up like her other backlist because Nikki also really likes Lily White. And I found this one on there. And it is the second book in a series. However, it's a standalone. And this one, so it sounds like it's a student teacher, and I think it's college professor and student, and the heroine is older. She's the teacher, and she gets this one student in her class that she's kind of like a little wary of. And it turns out that this student, he's like the youngest master that this one club has, or like this one like secret society has that like trains people, you know, for like wealthy people. And he wants his teacher and to be her master. I'm pumped. Y'all know how much I love a student teacher book. This sounds amazing, and very excited to read another book from Lily White because I loved Sin and Discipline so much. So I have really high hopes for this one. I think it's going to be a really good one. So fingers crossed. Okay, next up now, as I said about that Battle of the Trope readathon, the April picks will have already happened in April, obviously, so I'm not including Nikki's on here because Nikki's obviously I'm like going to start tonight, hopefully, so I'm not putting that on this TBR. And my pick is the 3rd week pick, and obviously I'm not going to reread it because it's one of my favorites already. But then the last and final pick for this readathon, that is like the last week of it, which is what, like the 2nd week in May or something, is Close Quarters by Candy Steiner. This is Sam's pick, and I'm so excited that you picked this one because I've actually really been wanting to read this one. So I think I've only read what, 2 books by Candy Steiner, and I've really liked both of them. I had DNF'd one of hers a long time ago, but I'm feeling like I'm getting in like a bit of a groove with her books, and this one specifically I've really been wanting to read because I've been on such a Below Deck kick. I am a Bravo girl through and through. I love Bravo reality TV, and I just recently started Below Deck, and I'm like obsessed. I'm on season 7 already. I can't get enough of it, and this one takes place on a yacht, and I think the heroine is actually dating someone else on the boat, but then maybe is it like the photographer that she wants to get with that's on the boat, and it's like an age gap. I don't really know. Honestly, a lot of these books, I feel like TBRs are kind of hard because it's like, obviously I haven't read them and I don't just want to like regurgitate the description to you. Like I don't just want to read that out because you could obviously go and do that. But yeah, I think it's like on a boat. It's summery. I wanted it for like a summer pick. So I'm really excited that Sam picked this one and I'm very much looking forward to reading it. Okay, next up, I need to keep going. Snow by Sophie Lark. So this one is the 2nd book, and I don't know what this series is called. It's one of her Mafia series. However, this is the last one that I need to read before I can jump into Kingmakers. Now, I know that you can read Ivan and Snow after you read the first 2 Kingmaker books, so technically I could just go ahead and jump into Kingmakers. I'm not going to do that to myself because The Bully is the one that I'm most excited for, and I know that if I have to stop before The Bully to jump back into this series, I'm never going to do it. So I read Ivan a couple months ago, loved it, and I think I'm really going to like Snow too. Like, it sounds good. However, I just really want to get to Kingmakers, so I want to read Snow, and I'm putting that on here. So honestly, I think, is he a fighter in the Mafia? And I don't remember how the heroine like comes into play. I don't really like this cover either. I wonder if Sophie Lark's gonna redo these covers because she's kind of been redoing her other ones. I think the Kingmaker men covers, I have the illustrated ones, and honestly, I maybe should have gotten the men ones. I love the male covers of those ones. But anyways, that doesn't matter here. Yeah, I want to read Snow and get back into my Sophie Lark binge. Next up, okay, so now that it is May, I am going to Book Bonanza in June. It's a book signing in Texas, and I have been wanting to read some authors that I haven't read from before, so that way when I go, like, I know some more authors, because y'all know, like, I'm a big backlist person. When I really like an author, I like dig deep into their backlist, so I need to like find some new authors and try some new authors. So a bunch of these now that I have on here are authors that are going to be a Book Bonanza that I want to at least try a book from, that I'm like interested in trying. So a few of these are going to appear in a vlog that I'm doing with someone, but I'm not going to give any details because we haven't discussed about giving details. But some of these you're going to see in a vlog, some of them are just ones that I want to read. So one that you will see in a vlog is Between Hello and Goodbye by Emma Scott. I have actually read an Emma Scott book before. I've read Full Tilt. I haven't read the second one. I liked Full Tilt. It wasn't like my favorite book that I've read. I think I gave it 4 stars. Like, I enjoyed it. And I want to give this one a go. I know this is a lot of people's like favorite book. I'm pretty sure the heroine like moves to Hawaii, and I don't know like what her circumstances are for moving or like how the hero even comes into play, but I just know that I think it'll be good too, as it's like getting into like the summery vibes if I'm like reading about a book on Hawaii. But I want to give this one a go because it fits one of the criterias for the vlog, which you'll get all the details when that vlog is posted. And then next up, one of the other ones I'll be reading for that vlog is My Life in Shambles by Karina Haley. So this one specifically is because I want to read a Karina Haley book. I have actually put My Life in Shambles on my January TBR. I have put The Forbidden Man by Karina Haley on my February TBR. And I have put River of Shadows by Karina Haley on my March TBR. So I have put 3 of her books on my TBR so far this year, and I haven't read any of them. And I have not read anything by her before, but I think I'm gonna like her books. Like, she's an author for me that I genuinely think I'm gonna enjoy. So many of her books sound really, really good to me, and also so many of my friends love her. So I think I'm really gonna like it, but My Life in Shambles is the one that I'm probably like most interested in right now. I know like Sam from Sam Reads a Little loves this. I know Nikki just read this recently. I know a lot of people do, and I love the cover of it. So our heroine in this one, I'm pretty sure she goes to like Scotland or Ireland or something. And I don't know if she like moved, I think, does she move there? And she ends up, is it like fake dating like a rugby player or something over there that she meets? And her, like, she's maybe like flailing a little bit in life and just trying to like find what her path is, and she ends up finding it there. I don't know. I'm excited to read it and give it a go and finally like get a Karina Haley book done. So this one's going to be on in that vlog though. And the last one that is specifically going to be featured in a vlog is going to be Last Resort by K. Bromberg. She's another author. I've never read anything from K. Bromberg before, and she's another author that I really, really want to like check out before going to this signing. And this one is a billionaire romance. And that's all I know. I know there were like a couple that I was jumping back and forth with on putting on this list by K. Bromberg, but then I settled on Last Resort, and now that I'm talking about it, I can't really remember what it's even about. But I know it's a billionaire romance. And I think maybe I picked it because like Last Resort, isn't it like some like beach resort that it's set in? I'm feeling the summery mood today. You can tell, like, I'm recovering from my cold, like I'm starting to feel better. It's sunny outside. I'm just in like a summer mood, and I'm ready for things to like heat up a little bit here. Next, another author going to the signing that I want to read from. This one has been on my TBR for forever, and that is The Brit by Jody Ellen Malpas. So this one actually I had on my TBR back last year when me, Jess, Tori, Cheyenne, and Sam did the Twist and Taboo readathon, like for the Mafia bingo board part, and I think Captor Captive, this was my pick for that, and I never got around to reading it. This is like a 600-page book, and I was like out of time in this weekend to read the 600-page book, but I still really want to. And actually Jody Ellen Malpas just put all of her, like, these Mafia books onto Kindle Unlimited, which I love, and I really want to support authors when they're putting their books into KU, because I'm such a KU fanatic that like when authors move their stuff into there, like I want to show like, hey, I'm downloading, even though I did purchase this ebook, so I could just read the ebook, I'm gonna download it on KU just so that way then she's also getting a little bit of extra money, and it can show like, look, there's interest in like having these in KU. But this one is obviously a mafia romance, and I've heard it's like really dark and like a lot of triggers. I'm interested, like, is it dark for me? Because I'm like a little desensitized. Like, I'm reading That Sick Love by Jessie Hall right now, and I'm kind of like, this is messed up, and I love it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm really looking forward to reading this one though. And again, another author attending that I want to read this book from. And I know like Tori from Novel Life, like she's talked about this book so many times, and every single time she talks about it in a video, I'm like, I want to read that. I really want to read that. And then I never pick it up. So I'm going to do it. Next, another attending author, Pestilence by Laura Thalassa. So this one is actually also on my 23 books to read in 2023 list. I've been wanting to read this series for a long time. It's like 4 horsemen themed, which I love, like 4 horsemen analogies. Like even like the Devil's Night series is like 4 horsemen. And I know the one series by Sarah, oh my gosh, what is it? They all start with C. Again, Carnage. Oh, Sarah Bailey. The Sarah Bailey series is also like 4 horsemen. But this one is like fantasy 4 horsemen. And obviously this first one is Pestilence, and it's a romance with Pestilence as the hero. Again, also I haven't read a fantasy in a long time, and I just kind of miss being in a fantasy world, you know? Okay, next is The Reluctant Bride by Monica Murphy. Again, another author attending, and this one is an arranged marriage. Her father is like a rich man. Is it mafia? I don't know if he's just rich or if he's a mafia man, and he arranges a marriage for the heroine, and she hates her new husband to be, her new betrothed, and she doesn't want to be in this arranged marriage. That's all I could tell you. And last one, again by another attending author, is Secret Puck by Rebecca Genshak. This is, I know I've seen, I think was it Tori that was talking about this one? There are so many freaking hockey romances out there right now that I can't keep track of who's read what ones and like what even are each ones. So I'm not even going to try to give you the synopsis of this one. It's a hockey romance. And I feel like that's all you need to know right now. I have 3 more here. So this next one is a novella, which I know I don't really read novellas that much. However, for Smut Club's pick this month, April, was Brazen by Lola Finn. Well, now I want to read Addictive by Lola Finn. So Brazen is book 2 in that series. They're all like standalones. But I want to read this first one because we got a glimpse of the couple in this one. And I'm like, oh, you say step sibling? Give it to me. So this one is a step sibling novella romance, and it all centers around Haven Cove, which is like, think of like in High School Musical 2, you know, like Lava Springs. That's like the vibe that I get, but like even richer and like more like elite people at it. That's the like what I pictured in my head. Like they're driving golf carts around. The staff is all like, I mean, they're not having like musical dances, but they're all like hooking up with each other and like the spa and the golf course. Like they're just all, you know, hooking up with each other for the summer. I really liked Brazen a lot. Like it was just fun. You know, it's a novella, so it's definitely like a little more insta-lovey, but I just had a lot of fun. Again, I'm feeling the summer setting, and I'll take anything that's a step sibling trope. I love it. Okay, next up is just, I'm feeling like continuing back, like picking the series back up, and that's Good Guys Don't Lie by Macaulay Smelter. This is the 4th book in the boys series. So I've read the first 3. Nice Guys Don't Win is still my favorite. I don't think Cole and Zoe will be surpassed. However, there are 5 books currently out in this series, and I do just want to like get caught up on them. And I think we've seen the hero. Oh my God, my nail just fell off. That is tragic. It's fine. I think we've met the hero already in this one. I don't know if we've met the heroine. And I think, is this one the one where the heroine, I think, is she on the spectrum? I think she has autism. If I'm remembering correctly, I think this is this one. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, that Macaulay Smelter has a sibling that also has autism. So like that kind of like inspired her a little bit for this one. I think if I'm getting this one and not like the 5th one confused, I'm pretty sure this is this one. But yeah, I'm just excited to pick the boys series back up. It's a new adult series. All of the heroes play some sort of sport, and I assume the hero in this one plays a sport, because so far it's been baseball, basketball, and what did Teddy play? Did Teddy play baseball too? Or did he play football? I don't know. Teddy played some sport. And lastly is my only physical book on my TBR, and that is Alphas Like Us by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So this is the 3rd book in the Like Us series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. It's the spin-off of the Addicted / Cowboy Sisters series. It's the 2nd gen. And these first 3 books, this one included All Follow Mafi and Pharaoh. And Mafi is Lily and Lowe's oldest son, and it's his romance with Pharaoh, who is his bodyguard. So I'm currently reading Lovers Like Us. I'm loving it. Here's the thing. I've had to kind of put it down right now because I've had book club books and read-along books to be reading, but I'm so excited to jump back into Lovers Like Us. So I don't even know if I'll finish Lovers Like Us in April, but I will finish it soon. And then I'm really excited to jump into Alphas Like Us. And I was debating on vlogging these, and I think I finally decided that I am gonna vlog them. I've started doing updates. For the first book maybe only has like 2 updates, but Lovers Like Us, I'm being a little bit better about like checking in, and I think I'm gonna vlog like the first 5 books, because I vlogged reading the entire other series, and that was 10 books, so I think I'm gonna at least do the first 5 for a vlog. So anyways, very excited to keep going in this. That is it for my May TBR. Once again, we'll see what I actually get to, because I have been really, really bad about my TBR, especially April. April's been a rough reading month. Like I said, I've only had 1 5-star read so far. Granted, I haven't finished That Sick Love yet, and that might be a 5-star. I have barely read. I've read, what, maybe like 6 books, and it's like almost the end of April when I'm filming this. So it's been a rough month. So I'm hoping that May can kind of pick me up a little bit. Anyways, that is it for today's video, and I will see you when I see ya.